We're very cloudy in the city of Gloucester doing bus spotting, so with that said, let's go on with the video, shall we? And of course train spotting, I've got to say that. So Alexander Simbar 300 by scanner K230B28 684 has just left. So what bus the Lightside Transport Hub on this fine afternoon that is a bit cloudy and slightly bit cloudy and dark, slightly dark of late. Let's go have a look. So screen display of all the afternoon's departing services. Alexander Var 400 Boys Stallion 250D 15351 Alex Parent. Next we have Alexander Simbar 23608, which I saw with my own eyes, of course, begin to arrive into Gloucester from the bus depot. And of course Alexander Simbar ALX 400, Boyd Trident 18313. And finally Alexander Simbar 400 Boy Stallion 230D 5857, which is still in Stagecoach Gold. So with all those buses covered, let's head on to the railway station. So we are now on the move to the railway station. Well, of course we do have a last minute arrival from Alexander Simbar from MMC 10903. So there is a choreography of 5x5 at the transport hub at the moment. Of course we will now get across the road to see some more trains. 58 and 57's departing. And here goes traffic, so we're gonna have to wait to go across. Train coming. Class Engine 15 Transport for Wales. But the problem is that I'm still like over here on the other side of the crossing, so I have to go in as fast as I can to get to the station. 5857's departed, and there's Transport for Wales Class 150 just arriving to the Gloucester station. I think it's possible that we may have missed other trains, so we'll go and see our departure board, see what that looks like. Alexander Simbar 400 Boy Stallion N250D 15367. course, that's our screen display, but it looks like the 12:27 to Cardiff Central has been cancelled. So we're probably not going to have much trains at all in this session, which is appalling, but that's how things are. There is a train there is a train, I think, waiting. Yeah, there's a Class 800 I think I may have missed, and that's held up by red signal. Of course, there's our Class 150 right there, and of course there's another train which are cutting to platform 1, which is the Great Western Railway service, that one is. But I don't see any sign of why 12:27 is cancelled. No. Ways of why it's cancelled. Could mean that the Transport for Wales Class 150 that you see right there is probably going to be delayed too. It is right over there, just waiting. The 12:50 to Cardiff Central is hitting its marks on time at the moment. Okay, train's ready to go. Get into my So that train is 150, 259, that one. But speaking of that, luckily that Class 800 that you saw has moved on. Along with that other train, but sadly, of course, the 12:27 has been cancelled for unknown reason. So its next train would be the 12:50. I think it said the 12:50. Yeah. which 1250 is also transport for Wales, which I think that one will probably be that 150 to 29. Interesting. So coming up is an Alexander Dennis Enviro 300 number 27905. Which of course try and get through. Over there is a Go Ahead Pums Alexander Dennis Enviro 400 MMC. So screen display has a platform alteration of the car's central service flashing platform too for some reason. But yeah, that's screen display for all services of this afternoon all the way up to 2:10. So we will see the 12:35 and maybe the 12:45 and maybe the 12:45 as our last train, which will be the service cross-country service to Nottingham. So down here, as I said, Go Ahead Pums Alexander Dennis Enviro 400 MMC long wheelbase is heading in to the transport hub. We have Alexander Dennis ALX 400 Trine 18 313 leaving. Goes on Alexander Dennis Enviro 300 1 man 18.240 as well in there. That one's 22,746. Oh, Alexander Dennis Enviro from MMC also departing. So yeah, there's the Enviro 400 MMC waiting. Alexander Dennis Enviro 300 by Scania K230UB going across the front bottom road, the road there. So now we must go up to the platform things again, because we need to be making readies for the service to Cheltenham's, no, not Cheltenham Spa,
Like the blinded light.
the service to Worcester 4 Street, ready to arrive. But yeah. Oh, here it comes now. It's a 2-coacher, so it's a class 165 networker turbo. That one's 165, 133, I think that's what I see. Of course, that'll be leaving in about approximately 5 minutes. So we'll go back again until about 32 or 33 minutes past, and then we will go all the way back to see the class 165 depart. And then our final train for today will be the 2:45 to Nottingham from Cardiff Central. So down there is Alexander Savara 400 by Scallion 230 UD from the Forest Dean area. Okay, there goes another Alexander Svarford by Skyline 230D. Another N250D's arrived, that's 15362. I think I saw that say in small writing. Alexander Svarford 300 on the road down at the front. So yeah, that one looks like 15528 on the number 62. But we'll only know once it's across. Yeah, 50. Oh no. Oh yeah, 15528. I thought it said 15738 for a second. But no, it was 15528. It's an MKM Logistics. And hello to my friend Mega Big Ben Thurban. Nice to see you. And thank you for dropping a big like on the stream, because that's allowed more people to just arrive onto my live stream, which will, of course, will be going back now towards the other side, because it's only 3 minutes till Great Western Railway service to Worcester 4 Street leaves. There's also another Alexander SVR 400 MMC 10756. Right there, so we will now go again back to the front to see 165, 133 leave the service to Worcester Foregate Street. Yeah, it's ready to, locked its doors and ready to leave. So make ready. Train doors should be locking shut in less than a minute. Departure is imminent. Here we go. So, the question is about what the next train is. It says the next train is the 12:50. So, we should be able to see the train arrive, which I just about can. Of course, it seems that they're, of course, all the people to Bristol deserves a treat once again because of the Class 800 or 802.5 coach unit being used for the service to Bristol Temple Meads, which I believe, of course, is the service from Worcester Foregate Street. I know you can't see it that much because that's on platform 1. Of course, the next train is the 12:50 to Cardiff Central from platform 2. So yeah, Class 800 is the service to Bristol Temple Meads. This screen display should tell what things look like now, because as I said, I will only be going on for a few more minutes. And I'll say, I think that my last train will be the 12:50 to Cardiff Central. That will be seen. That's which is on this board. But yeah, I won't be able to see the 12:44. But now we need to go to this side to see the 12:45 arrive, which is a cross-country service to which is the service to Nottingham. Whilst on the buses side, things are they've got 6 buses in the transport hub for there, so we will see. The train arrived from the other side of that. When I start seeing the trains arrive, have a little look. But yeah, the last one will be the Transport for Wales to Cardiff Central, and then I'll be leaving. Because as I said, I'll try and get a bus to go home at 1 o'clock, because I don't have any volunteering to do today. But yeah, usually your last train that you would see on a normal typical live stream day would have been the service to Worcester Foregate Street, which you just seen depart from platform 4. Yeah, there's Alexander Silva 400 MMC leaving. Oops, excuse me. Alexander Silva 400 MMCs, they're both leaving by the looks of it, both of them, on their service 94. So yeah, the 94X would beat the normal 94 to Cheltenham, because of it being mostly 30 miles an hour down Tewkesbury. So yeah, there goes the MMCs. Yeah, there's a little bit of traffic down there. There's the Transbus LX 400 Trident 18. No, Alexander LX 400 Trident 18315 has just popped its head out from behind this station building as Alexander Spar 400 Boy Skyline 230 UD and Alexander Spar 200 arrives in Alexander Spar 200 arrives, departs, should I say. Need to keep my eyes on the railway heading left, because there we go, it's coming. That's the cross-country service to Nottingham right there, just about arriving. So here it comes, cross-country class 170 Turbo Star, heading to Nottingham. It's got a Pride logo on it for cross-country, so this one is 170 518 that you're putting your hands together for, which of course is 3 coaches long, and it has a what looks like an inserted coach from maybe a 170-6. So now we will go straight to the front, because the thing is that the train will be leaving at 12:45, and just before that there is a Volvo tipper truck by Speedy Skips coming through. And of course, as well as the departure at 12:45, we'll also be seeing the 12:50, but it looks like the 12:50 is approximately 3 minutes late, which is no surprise, not even a little. Oh no, it's not 175, 118, it's actually 176, 118. There it goes. Bit of rattly engine on that class 170. As it leaves Gloucester on the service to Nottingham from Cardiff Central. But this as well will be delayed a little bit, because we are waiting for the service to Cardiff Central by Transport for Wales, which is approximately 3 minutes late. And if it says there's 402 coaches, it's obvious that it's 150. Yeah, it's probably 150, 259, which we saw earlier. Hello to catch my drift. Yeah, 3 minutes may not seem like much, you're right, but the thing is that, to be fair, all the minutes late means more money to paid out to probably government for being late for the public. It's now 12:54 that the train's expected, so it's now approximately 4 minutes late. So I'd say, why don't we just go to the other side and just wait there for the train. Of course, as you can see over there, the Class 800 is also left, heading towards Bristol Temple Meads. On what I think is the perfect size Great Western Railway services. Ah yeah, look at that, 12:49 to Nottingham is cancelled. To be fair, I think that for any cancelled trains they should have put a coach rail replacement service so that nobody is left without a bus service. Alexander Savatri by Sky Key to 30B 28682. And 28682 has stopped. To let people off at the rail station before continuing off. Off it goes. As you can see, another Alexander Savard 400 by Scallion 230D is there, but it seems to be waiting because just like one of the buses has taken its spot, so it's that was close. Road's just been bombed by seagull pooing, which is really disgusting. Volvo tipper truck, independent traders, but it doesn't tell you what name of traders. So it's another Alexander about 40 Scallion to 50 UD waiting to depart. Yeah, the delayed 12:50 transport for service to Cardiff Central is going to be arriving. So try and get a good view from here. What it is, so it should show up in just a second, in just a few minutes. We should be able to see what it is, which I think is 152, 159 again. So anybody watching, get ready to hold your breath, because we're going to be seeing what train is going to be for the service to Cardiff Central by Transport for Wales. Just trying to hear out for it. At the moment I can't hear anything. Oh, I hear it. And yes, that sound of class 150. Yeah. I told you, everybody, put your hands together for 150, 259, which has just arrived on the Transport for Wales to Cardiff Central. That is running approximately 4 to 5 minutes late. So its stop will probably be very quick because of how late, probably by how late it is. Pretty bit of a bummer for anybody trying to get to that train though. But I think not many people may have not got on that train. So of course the last buses are beginning to arrive down at the bus station. Of course I'm starting to make my move because I'll be leaving to go back home after having no volunteering to do today. Of course, Alexander Denison Bar 300 points standing, 2845 with the service, of course, coming from Cheltenham, going back to Gloucester. And of course, there we are in a perfect spot to see Alexander Denison LX 400 by train 18315 go right into the bus, heading to the railway station. Alexander Denison Bar 300 Enviro 400 MSC 10779's arrived. Now, of course, we're just waiting now for a stupid thing. It just automatically turned itself off after I just pressed it. What is going on here? Yeah, just that thing. It doesn't work there. Anyways, 10779, of course, is there. So as we go through the transport hub, wait for my bus home to arrive. We'll have our final scan, 10779. Alexander Sevar front by scanning NT30D 15877. There, it's this twin sister 15977 there, 15872 right next door. But we also got Alexander Sevar 200's NOS 37237, which is another one from the Cheltenham group of Enviro 200s allocated to Stroud, and 37325 on the service to Western. Sorry, not Western, on the Gloucester staff services, which is to the Gloucester. Yeah, for Gloucester, for the staff services for the staff people only. Of course, there's the final screen display, which of course shows some of the small stuff like Newham Community Link and FR Willits services. So we'll go across this road and wait for our bus to arrive, which I have no idea where it's supposed to arrive. Well, it's actually supposed to arrive in the next 8 minutes, unless I went for number 8, which is in 11. So, leaves me to do some last minute bus spotting stuff until buses come around, until my bus comes around, whether that's in the form of number 10 or number 8. So here I am, ready, waiting, and willing and able. As we look for buses. So Alexander Sevar 300 by man 18.24 22 744. Bus. Cigar Audacious Holidays Mercedes-Benz Turismo in the back, and blimey hell, Volvo truck with AMD food trade. Farwin stagecoach bus, sort of. Of course, not to mention that, of course, is the highways maintenance traffic lights, like this one, being used for, of course, that little side blockade of roadworks on this corner here, which I thought they finished working there, which they obviously haven't. Which is surprising, really surprising. Here comes the next bus, Alexander Sevar 300, number 27778. still in that Gloucestershire heritage wrap. Oh, and also out of my sight, almost under my nose, Alexander by scanning 250D5368. Of course, right there, of course, the Jaguar 2020 plate Jaguar on Uber taxi private hire services. As we turn, as it moves so effortlessly at green light, turn, twisting, ready for the kill. Oh, and the Dacious Holidays Mercedes-Benz Turismo, its rear end has just disappeared from view after trying to find a space to arrive in. As I said, there's still no idea what the FlixBus services are, because they're not saying anything about it in the transport hub. But it seems like every morning there seems to be a FlixBus Yutong GT12. Alexander Sval's 237,322. And Alexander Sval from Scan to D358. And there is my bus, which I believe is Alexander Sval 327,905 on the service 8 to Hunts Grove. Just see that arrive. So that about wraps it up for today. So if you like this video, remember to subscribe and to hit that notifications bell to see that any future uploads. Don't forget to watch all my other content as well. And of course, I hope you enjoyed this very rare, almost 1 hour live session. So with that said, thank you for watching my X-File. I'll see you next time. Slugheads.